Welcome to the Baby Boomer Babe Show with your host, Lady Lou, connecting you with friends, great stories, and wonderful adventures.
Hi, world. This is Lady Lou, the Baby Boomer Babe. Thought you might like to listen to a brief introduction of the transformation into who I am today. It seems my life has been a series of titles. At age 6, my family bought a 180-acre farm in a small Missouri farming community. That's when my title became the country kid. I loved the farm life and became an animal lover. We raised everything from chickens to sheep to hogs and cattle, just trying to make a living. Back in the 50s, it was a constant struggle. So finally, in the early 60s, my dad sold the farm and moved the family to Arlington, Texas. That's when my title changed to the country girl, living in the big city. Not a fun time. I just didn't fit in with all the city kids. Where were my animals and the farm? A year or so later, after graduating from high school, my dad moved us to an even bigger city, Houston. Strangely, we all liked it. Back in those days, Houston was just an overgrown country city. It was a fun and exciting place to be. Skipping college, my new title became cosmetician, selling many top brands of cosmetics in a department store. Being a country girl, cosmetics meant only lipstick, so learning about makeup, creams, lotions, and fragrances was fun and interesting. Took to it like a duck to water. After a few years, a cosmetics company hired me to train other cosmeticians in a large Houston drug chain. My title was now Special Representative. In 1971, marriage and a move to Dallas changed my title to wife. An outside sales job with a small cosmetics company took me back to being the cosmetician. I loved the job, but did not really like Dallas. It was a very sophisticated city and too uppity for me. Remember, I'm country. 6 years later, after a friendly divorce and a move back to Houston, another outside sales job came along with a gourmet food and candy company, thus the new title, The Candy Lady. A few years later, with a new husband, my title became Wifey Poo and Sweetie Pie to him, and stepmother to his 5 grown children, and step-grandmother to eventually 10 grandchildren. Over the next years, several other outside sales jobs came along, and the traveling sales lady became my title. When my husband, the Colonel, died in 1989, my title became the Widow Lady at the age of 44. This was the toughest job ever. Didn't know who I was anymore. Maybe some of you will identify with this one. 12 long months passed while hibernating in my house before finally deciding to get my life back. Being an extroverted people person made this time a living hell with no idea of how to go about rebuilding my life. One day, while reading the Houston newspaper, an item jumped off the page about a woman's networking meeting. With no clue what a networking meeting was, I made up my mind to go, all by myself, as there were no girlfriends to go along with me. This one meeting changed my whole life. Found out how fun and interesting networking was, meeting new people, finding out what they did for a living, going to different places. Soon, many meetings followed, and many new friends, more than I knew what to do with. Wow. It was liberating after being tucked away and locked away for over a year. After a few years, these new friends started calling me the Queen of Networking. I just went to so darn many networking meetings, it was a natural thing. That it was just me. Soon a little business fell into place with a weekly networking newsletter, teaching classes on how to network, and doing private consultations. And, of course, going to lots more networking meetings all over the Houston area. Slipping into the Queen title put me on a roll. Then, in the early 2000s, my mother became very ill, and I left networking and turned my attention to her. I know a lot of you folks have probably gone through this too. Now, I had a new title, Caregiver. In 2007, she passed away, and I was an orphan, as my dad had died 12 years earlier. This was definitely not a fun time, as many of you have probably experienced. About a year later, I sold my home in Houston and moved to the country to the house my dad had built 35 years earlier. It's on a 5.5-acre plot in the woods about 50 miles north of Houston. Now I am back to my country girl roots and loving it. My new titles are Lady Farmer and Master Gardener. What a hoot. It's over 6 years later now, living here on the little farmette, and I'm getting itchy to be with people again. That's when the idea and the title of becoming the Baby Boomer Babe came up. There seems to be a real need to connect among women in my age group, the baby boomers, because those of us who grew up in the baby boomer area don't always have a lot of friends. We were too busy raising our kids and doing work and whatever, and we just didn't socialize as much as we could have. We need friends, and we need outlets to express our creativity, our talents, and our many interests. We baby boomers are between the ages of 50 and 70 plus now. Some are divorced or widowed like I am. Some have children who are grown and gone. Others still have jobs, and some have retired. A lot of us are lonely and sitting at home watching daytime TV and wondering what to do with the rest of our lives. So it just seems to me it would be a great idea to bring this group of ladies together, both online and through actual in-person activity meetings. To begin, we will have online meetings via Zoom. That's www.zoom.us. It's a wonderful way to actually see and talk and interact with each other, and it's free for attendees. Other online meetings and even classes will be on webinars and our conference calls. And we have a Facebook group page now where we can communicate with each other via social media. It's really fun and easy. I envision all sorts of interesting activities so we can get out of our homes and socialize. For now, it will just be in the Houston and the Woodlands area in southeast Texas. We'll have baby boomer parties with 60s music, go on outings to museums, movies, luncheons, etc. We may even volunteer as a group for worthy causes to do whatever. We'll put our many years of experience to work for us and build our own baby boomer community. Want to come along? Sure hope so. This group will become our second family. As you know, women need other women in their lives. We need girlfriends. We'll even invite baby boomer men to join us. We need new friends and family, too. I apologize in case you can hear it. There's a train going by, and it's honking its horn. So it just adds background to the talk. So if you were born between 1946 and 1964, this community could be for you. Let's get to know each other. All are welcome to join us. If you were born before 1946, you are also welcome to become part of this community. All of us have much to offer each other and the world. We have reached an age where we can do whatever we please, and ain't it grand? If you like, you may start by reading my blog, thebabyboomerbabe.com. That's www.thebabyboomerbabe.com. It has little stories about what's going on in my life. There will soon be a button you can push to listen to me actually reading these blog posts. Occasionally there will be guest bloggers who write stories on my blog. If you are a writer and would like to be a guest on my blog, please send me an email at ladylou, LADYLOU, @thebabyboomerbabe.com. Let's talk soon. There will be several social media sites, including the group Facebook page where we all can share stuff. And that address, e-address, is https://www.facebook.com/groups, groups/the baby boomer babe, and another /. And also there is an audio podcast every week. You're listening to it right now. And it's on www.spreaker.com. Show the baby boomer babe. And I'll spell it www.spreaker.com/show SHOW /the-baby-boomer-babe. Plus, I'll have a YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and just search for The Baby Boomer Babe. And YouTube is youtube.com. And you're going to be able to watch all the goings-on of Lady Lou on your computer screen. Oh my gosh, I'm going to bring you right into my home. Can you handle it? It will be sort of like a video blog of the Baby Boomer Babe. And my Twitter address is https://Twitter, TWITTER.com/LadyLou_Texas. It's okay if you're not into Facebook and all these other social media places. But if you want to get involved, just ask your grandkids or some other young person you know to help you get started. They will be delighted to help you. And please share all of this information with your baby boomer friends who may also want to join us. It would really be appreciated. This is Lady Lou saying goodbye for now. See you baby boomers soon. Take care.
Stay tuned for each episode to discover the new experience in building fun and community.